Hello, everybody. This is Don, and we're here with Susan again, and
Hi,
welcome
Don.
in
Hey,
to
everybody.
another morning of tarot readings and psychic readings and whatever the hell might come in. How are you this morning, Miss Susan?
I am fantastic. Everybody's just dying to say hi. Everybody wants a reading.
Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Sahu. Good morning to you both so very much. Looking here to make sure I'm changing my privacies on my Facebook page for the thing to be public so people can see me everywhere. What is my Aran Singh feeling for me? Sahu, Lord have mercy, stop chasing these people. Let them find you. We'll add you to the list, Sahu. Yes, we will. General reading for Sharon Go. Yes, Sharon, we can do that. Today we're going to do what we're going to do is Susan, this is what I'm going to do on my side.
Okay.
You do however. I'm going to do a 3-card. When I read for them, I'm going to draw 3 cards. One is for what holds them back.
Okay.
And the next is going to be what pushes them forward, and the third is how is that going to impact them. So it's kind of like that. I'm going to do something like that, and I may do a like a prosperity thing, maybe health, wealth, and prosperity. I don't know. What do you think? Do you want to play with something like that, or how are you going to do yours? You're going to do some just.
I mean, what more is there? There's health, love, and prosperity. That's the most important stuff.
So why don't you do that one? You do health, love, and prosperity, and then when I read, I'll do the things that hold them back, the things to push forward, and then the things that how they are going to work toward helping you move forward. Sounds good to me. I like it. I
like that. So I'll do love, health, and prosperity on my end, and you do whatever.
Absolutely. If you have a chance, if anybody has a chance, I would strongly suggest, and yes, I'm pushing and marketing myself on this one, but it's because it's a good thing. I would strongly suggest go back to the Thursday show, the Thursday live stream. When you go to Sonoran Mystic Tarot on YouTube or on Facebook, especially on YouTube, you'll click lives, not the videos, but the lives. Play Thursday's live, but play the end of it, the very end of it. I was thinking it was the beginning for some reason, but it's the end. We were getting ready to finish up. Shauna felt compelled, connected to somebody who popped in. She she said she wanted to give her a reading. And when she gave her a reading, after her reading, I was compelled by a spirit that came in. And that spirit came in, and the spirit had just passed over very recently. We're talking a week or two. And it was a young man and so forth. And it was so strong. And apparently it was a family member who had just crossed over, and he was there because he wanted to talk, to make sure his sister was handling it well and stuff. Quite an experience. So it is one of the strongest feelings I've had in a long time. And then it was interesting because Shauna later on, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, Shauna sent me confirmation, and I'll read it to you. I thought it was quite fascinating, and it was actually very inspirational, and also made me feel. Again, I love getting confirmation because
that's the one that you sent me an email to, right? Text. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see, where was it? Well, I thought it was here. Oh, maybe it's on something else here. Let me check here. It says here, the person reached out to Shauna. And the person who we were reading for, she says to Shauna, she says, just wanted to reach out again and thank you for the reading the other day. The part where Paul came through did blow me away. I guess he saw me and you guys as a means to reach Kelsey. His death is being investigated as suspicious death, so there was no warning or goodbyes. He passed on 1/23. Mr. Rivera's subscription to him was right on point. Blonde hair, ball cap, and goatee. Was definitely a handsome guy and full of energy as well, which is what I said in the reading. Kelsey also called him Bubba, which I called him. I said, he's a Bubba. I'm getting Bubba. And
Oh,
she confirmed
that's
that's what they
awesome.
called him. Yeah. I played it to her at his service yesterday. She and others were very appreciative of the message. You will probably add to your followers, blah, 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 blah. Several people have asked for information. Thank you again for Paul. And here's his photo. And she sent the photo. And I was like, and look at this.
That is awesome. Yes, that's
I
beautiful.
saw. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. It's amazing when it comes, how it comes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So with that
So
said,
you
Susan,
gave them a lot of peace.
I think so because that's what his message was. His message was that of peace, saying celebrate his life, don't mourn his passing, celebrate his life. He didn't want it to be a sad thing. He wanted it to be a happy thing.
And that's how the people on the other side, when they connect with us, the spirits, our loved ones, they don't want to talk about how they died and all the tragedies and everything. They want to talk about the wonderful memories they had with us.
Absolutely,
things that were,
absolutely.
had purpose in life.
Yep, absolutely. So with that said, let's get rolling, Susan. I'm going to put this the first one on the screen. Again, folks, we're not going to answer like what if we answer a question, we'll answer the question because we didn't set the priority first. There's only 2 people with questions. Right. But let's go with Jenny first. Go ahead and give Jenny the reading.
Okay, and, Jenny, I'm going to pull some cards for you on your love and health and prosperity. So the first one I pick is going to be love. The second one is going to be health. And the third one is going to be prosperity. Okay. Oh, well. Okay. The love thing is you've got the hangman. So that's really talking about, you're kind of waiting. You're waiting for things to materialize for you in the love department. Maybe you're in a relationship, but it may seem to be not going anywhere. And so whenever you have the hangman, it's like you want it to move on. You want it to get better. You want it to happen. So unfortunately, the hangman is saying it's going to kind of stay this way for a while. The health, this is a wake-up call. This is talking about you having to really, maybe there's parts of you, maybe the physical or emotional or the spiritual part of you, that's all related to our health. It all has to be very evenly balanced. And when it isn't, you have like one of these aha moments, like all of a sudden you feel kind of depressed or you feel kind of down, or your body just doesn't seem to be functioning as well as it should. So this is a wake-up call for you. So it's saying that everything needs to be balanced out. So the love, focus on yourself. Focus on giving yourself the love right now, because the love that you're putting out there that you want returned, it's going to take a little more time. But right now, a focus would be on taking care of yourself. And the other card is talking about prosperity. And I feel like when you have this card of kind of disappointment, so it's almost like you're looking at the past. Maybe things were a lot different. Maybe you felt a little more prosperous in the past. And this is really talking about don't focus on the past. Everything comes and goes when it's supposed to. And even though we put a lot of effort into bringing in more abundance in our life, sometimes it takes a little while. So these cards are really saying that, right now your priority should be to really focus on getting yourself feeling good, emotionally, physically. And that is going to be what triggers the love coming into your life and the prosperity. But right now, that one card about your health seems to jump out the most, where this is where your attention needs to be given to your emotional stability, your happiness, and your physical stuff that's going on in your body. So as you pay attention to that and you do your best you can with that, you will see everything else come into balance and come into play. It will be really good. So I hope that helped you, my dear. So better things to come.
Sorry, I was a little bit distracted there. For some reason, my Facebook, the Sonoran Mystic Tarot one, is not behaving well for some reason, and I don't know why. But I see I just got it figured out, whatever it was, because I just noticed somebody finally from Facebook came in. So you never,
Well, you're on my Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to figure out what I just needed to look real quick. I'm like, what is going on here? Again, you just never know with Facebook. That's all I can say.
Technical stuff. Oh my gosh, I know.
It can eat you up and drive you crazy. So
Yep.
let's see. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Queen of Sheba. Good morning, Dreams. Good morning. Good morning, Latanya Abram 490. Good morning. Hi. I get the guy wants to promote our channels. Thank you so much, but I don't think so. Anyway, let's see. Deborah Groves. Deborah Groves. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Hello. Norma wants a reading, Donnie. Oh, okay, super. We can do that. Let's see.
Donnie, that's so cute.
You can tell when they say Donnie because that's my family from way back. When you know that's my family when they do that. That's my cousins. Everybody in my family know me as Donnie for sure. Saneria. Good morning, Saneria. Good morning, Angel. Super. Well, with that said, let's get back to him. Then this was Jenny, right? You did Jenny.
Yes, I did Jenny.
Okay, super. Let me do Jenny. Let's see what's happening, Jenny. Jenny, again, these are the things, Jenny, we're going to do the first thing that holds you back, the things that hold you back, the things that propel you forward. And then the third card that I'm drawing for you are the things that the way in which you can use that to move forward. Okay. Again, the things that hold you back are money concerns. You feel like sometimes the money is again out of your control. This is the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is telling you that when it appears again, that is sometimes it's a real it's the power you give it. Okay. So again, sometimes your issue is that I don't have control over my resources or whatever. That is the thing that's holding you back. And if you want to propel yourself forward, the one thing you're going to do is figure out a way to handle that and a way to where you can learn how to budget or at least put a budget together or something where when you have to make a decision, you'll know better off. Are you financially there yet? Because again, this is one of those things where it's that money concern. Now, the thing that propels you forward is you're hard-headed as hell, and you will make things happen, which is a good thing. This is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So again, the grace is that you are hard-headed and you will persevere. You'll push forward. So knowing that, what does that mean to you together? Is that if you can deal with your money situation and get it under control to the point where you know what your budget is, and whenever somebody asks you about how much money you want to spend or how much you can do, or if you want to go somewhere, you'll know offhand what you can and cannot afford. So again, if you have a really good handle, create a budget, follow the budget, look at a budget, and understand where your finances are coming and going. When you do that, it's telling you that as you move forward and you are determined, the money will find itself, it'll be there, and more importantly, it'll make you happy. Because again, you get tied up. This is the happiness card. Again, to find the happiness, you got to overcome that obstacles. And again, obstacles isn't so much the money itself. It's understanding what the money is, understanding what you have, understanding what you can spend. Because even if you can't spend it, if somebody says, hey, I want to go here, and you're like, let me think, I've got to do this. And even when you can enjoy it with the finances you have or you can't, you're going to sit there and worry, do I have the money? Do I have the money? Is this a good thing? So again, get rid of that. Let that go. So the best way to do the budget, follow it, and you'll be good. Next in line is Sahu. And Sahu, what is my ANC feeling about me? Sahu, oh, yes.
That's not we're just doing love, health, and prosperity. So the love is probably going to relate to that. So let's just see what you have. So who?
Show Sahu the love. Show her the love. Oh, Lord. Kelly Dix, welcome in. First time getting a notification in forever.
This is very interesting. Yeah. So we asked about love first, and this traveling. So I don't know why you've got the travel card. It's like maybe you're going to make some travels, and maybe this is going to bring in your love of traveling and your love for yourself as you go on these wonderful trips. You asked about somebody else, but it's almost like, sometimes when we travel, we get away from it all. We get away from the people we love, and we come back with a whole different feeling. So the travel is necessary to find that love within yourself and around you in the people, and finding the true love. So it's very interesting. For the health, you got the Empress, and that's really saying, okay, put your needs first. Make sure you are taking the best care of yourself and you are nurturing yourself. Isn't that funny how these cards pop up? They're so related. And prosperity is all about your work and your profession. It's all about how people look at you and how people respect you, and you will be compensated because they see your value. And so now you need to see your value, and the prosperity is going to be there. That's all I have to say for you. I hope that helped you.
Super. So this is mine. The things that hold you back. Fortune. You let things. You don't make choices. You let things make choices for you. If you're going to change the way things are going for you, you want to make a better choice. If you want to see things improve for you, then the one thing you need to do is know that you cannot leave it to fate, leave it to whatever. In essence, you need to start making your own decisions. That's the thing that holds you back. The things that push you forward is your focus on money. You love money, you want money, and you want money to come in. That's not a bad thing. Be careful that you don't go too far to the extreme where money becomes everything. It's not all about money. But again, the good thing is you do have a good idea about money. You focus money. You understand how to control money. That is the thing that moves you forward. So understanding again that, unfortunately, you sometimes don't make decisions. You let them make themselves. And in so doing, you miss opportunities. If you put that together with the money, you're going to wind up in a better place. And look at that. Just keep moving forward. You will move forward, learning more. Now, this is the Knight of Swords. So as you move forward, understand that you're pushing forward, and you're a little bit. This is why this has to be important. You don't make decisions, but you just push forward blindly. You push forward blindly. Okay, and you have to be careful and cognizant of that, because again, when you're not making decisions, you just keep moving forward, and then the decisions turn out to be not so good, but you're further in than you want it to be. So again, to move forward and using these two things to keep in mind of how you can move forward in success, the way to do that is, again, to make choices. When decisions need made, make them. Have the courage, have the understanding of what you can do, and then as you make those choices, the best part is you understand that you know how to make those choices based on your finances, based on what's going to bring money to you. And the best part, of course, is that you're determined and you will move forward. But again, move forward with the choices that you make, knowing the money, and it will all be fine. So again, stop leaving things to Kelly, I've added you. Stop leaving things to chance. Okay, take control. Take control. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you. Take control. Next in line is Sharon. Sharon, go. Sharon, go.
Okay, Sharon. Go? Okay, health, general reading. Okay, Sharon. Okay, Sharon. Okay, let's see. I am going to pick one for you for love. Let's see, love, health, and prosperity. Okay. Love. This is kind of interesting. I just don't know why you got this card, but you got the Ace of Wands. So maybe in the past you have looked at love in a certain way, and because the Wands is very creative, and maybe they're saying, maybe if you're in a relationship, maybe you need to be a little more creative and have a little more fun with your partner, or think of something new to do together. This is why you have a creative card. So maybe things have gotten stagnant, or it's talking about if you want to bring in somebody new, maybe you need to look at a different type of person. Maybe you've always had a certain pattern and you've always gone for this one type of person. And maybe the universe is saying, you know what? Kind of step it up a little bit, change it up a little bit. Be a little creative, think about what you want to have in your life and have some fun with it. Love should be fun. It shouldn't be all serious and difficult. And then we have health. You're coming into a very lucky time. So as you take care of yourself right now, you're going to see the fruits of your labor. You're going to start feeling better. And this is a good thing. So you're coming into a very lucky time. So if you're good to yourself, you are going to start feeling fantastic. And when it comes to prosperity, you are the magician in your life. You have the ability to manifest. Maybe you need to be saying some affirmations like Don says about abundance, and he'll tell you about that in just a minute. But overall, this is a good reading, but it's saying, don't have this heavy, straight mindset. Maybe open up your mind a little bit, because there's a lot of new, wonderful things getting ready to happen in your life, and go to it.
Sorry.
And Dawn, what is her affirmation today?
Her affirmation today and every day. Today and every day for her and everybody else. And again, it's an affirmation that I tell everybody to say every day, once a day. Say it when you mean it when you say it. I believe in infinite abundance, and my wants and needs are always met. When you say this, again, say it, bringing the energy in, mean it, believe it, and don't be surprised when it comes through, it happens. So many people who do this, they've reported back how their attitude changes, that sends out the positive energy, because that's what we're doing. Affirmations are sending positive energy out, sending out this energy that turns around, and the universe says, oh, wow, there's positive energy over there, there's negative energy over there, I'm going to the positive. And that's what we're doing, okay? So we're sending you what it is. The universe sends you what you ask for, okay? So make sure you reach out and do that affirmation, and don't be surprised when it in turn brings you back some benefit. And with that said, while you are out there doing affirmations, make sure you're also sharing. If you're sharing and subscribing and liking, make sure you hit those like buttons. And if you find yourself on Facebook and not YouTube, then make sure you hit the follow button. And if you're not hitting those buttons, then this is me with you. It's like, how many times can I ask? Right, there we go. With that said, next in line is, of course, who is next in line?
I just did Sharon. I just did Sharon.
So it's back to me. Okay, Sharon, back to me. Here we go. Sharon, yes, it's interesting. When I was shuffling, the cards flew absolutely out. The thing that holds you back, Sharon, is you're afraid to fly. You're afraid to take a risk. You're afraid to be a strong woman in charge, and it's like you have this thing where you block yourself because you may not have the confidence in yourself, may not have the feeling you love. But look at that card. Doesn't that card tell you everything? Let yourself fly. Look at that. Women can fly. Okay, women who fly don't have their problems. Okay, come on, that's my song. Women who fly don't have big problems. Women who dream don't stay too long. Don't stay too long. So I'm telling you, if you ever have a chance, listen, look up the song. It's by Nona Hendrix, Women Who Fly. You will love the song. Once you hear it, it'll be like a mantra, okay? But the most important thing is again, you don't dream, you don't fly, you don't let yourself go because you're so hemmed in by what you think everybody thinks about you. Oh my God, I got to stay in these two lines. Get out of those lines. Get out of those two lines. Let yourself be free. Be the person, the whole person, the real person you want to be. The thing that pushes you forward is you're strong as hell. You're strong, and you will overcome whatever you choose. So understand, with this strength, you can fly. With this strength, you can make choices. With this strength, you can be that strong woman, that woman who wants to really let people know who you are. Because again, you're like an onion. You're this outside shell. There's so many rings inside, so many different layers, but you're afraid to show people those layers. Come on, let yourself open and be free. This has been you've been on a journey for a while. And again, it's been a bit of you've been dealing with a lot of stuff recently, and this is coming to an end. This is the perseverance card. So again, the good part is you're seeing the end of the road in reference to the issues you've had, and that is a wonderful thing. But how do you get over that? How do you get beyond that? You get beyond it by being the strong, determined woman that you are, by letting people see that vulnerability as well as the strength, because again, you've got the strength. But sometimes you got to be vulnerable too. You know, people do love vulnerability. I don't know why, but people are drawn to that because people want to help. People want to give you advice. People want to give you assistance. You give too much, they give too little. Let them give a little more. Okay, that's what I got for you, Sharon.
Okay, so Kate was asking what my Facebook page is. It's just Susan Grayson, Grayson. Very simple.
There you go.
Okay, we did Jenny.
We did Jenny?
I think we did Jenny first. Yeah.
Well, we did Jenny first. Alrighty then. Then next is Ishtar. Ishida. I'm sorry.
Ashita. Today we're just pulling 3 cards on love, health, and prosperity. So I'm going to pull Ashita. I'm going to pull you a card for love and for health.
I love
and
the love
prosperity. Oh my gosh, these are cool cards. Okay. Your love is all about your home. Your love, it's the people that surround you, your family, your friends. This is all about your love. And they extend that love. You extend that love to them, and you reciprocate from them. So keep your love, don't forget about the people that are right around you. This is your foundation. It's the people that you've grown to love, and it's awesome. This is so cool. We asked about your health, and my angels just picked the right card. This is the card of the star card. This is the card of good health to come. If you have been feeling down or just not feeling up to par, just feeling like crap or whatever, this is saying things are going to get better. You're start feeling better, start feeling stronger and happier physically, mentally. Just don't lose hope here. It's going to get better. The light is at the end of the tunnel. And then prosperity. Prosperity is really talking, you get the wands here. So maybe you've always handled money in a certain way, and they're asking you to maybe look at it in a different way. Maybe there's places where you should be investing your money and places where you need to take away your money. Take your money from. So think about where your money is going, because you can multiply, you can have prosperity in your life, but you have to differentiate, where is it going and where do you want it to go? So that's my 3 cards for you. Thank you.
Super. And yes, Susan, again, her name is on the bottom here, tells you Susan Grayson, Grayson. That's how you can find her on YouTube and on Facebook. Okay. And on Twitch. She's there too. So she's everywhere. Let's see. Sorry, folks, I'm catching up here with some folks who popped in that I did not see earlier. Okay. And down in trouble, and you need a helping hand, and nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will appear
to brighten up even your darkest night.
So that's for Ishtar. Ishtar, you're going through something, because that song is strong on you right now. So just call out the name, know whatever you have, and I'll come in. This is you believing. You got to believe there's something better for you. You got to believe that there is. I'm not doing the cards for you because I am drawn to tell you this. You're going through stuff, and you have to believe and understand that the angels, your spirit guides, are there for you. So if you call out their name, they'll come running. I mean, it's like the song says. They will be there. They are there. Don't get me wrong. They're not going to be. They are there already. But the problem is the communication. Sometimes it's a fascinating thing. We believe in angels. We believe in spirits. But yet we believe we can't talk to them. Or we believe they're not talking to us. The reason why they're not talking to us is because we are not listening in a level in which they are communicating. But they are talking. And so what happens is we are on this level, right? And then the spirits are up here at a higher vibrational level. And so the spirits can try to come down a bit, but you have to raise your vibrational level. One way to do that is listen to some comedy. Make yourself laugh. Laughter can raise your vibration. And I'm not talking sitting here and I'm vibrating. That's one vibration. I'm talking a spiritual vibration. It's a very different thing. So get yourself listening to some really upbeat, very pop music, something that'll get you dancing, something that'll get you bouncing, something that will make you wake up and kind of get ready. You know, again, get yourself going with some laughter, get yourself going with some communication, some thought. Get out in nature, put your feet into the grass, whatever.
On YouTube.
That's what you need to do, in my opinion. That's what you need to do to have that ability to communicate, and they'll talk to you, and they are talking to you. Also, they will give you signs. They will, if you can't hear them, then they'll send you information in the head. If you can't see that as them, then because part of you is like, oh no, that's too obvious. It's not too obvious. That's them talking. But if that's the case, then they'll do signs. They'll lead things around. They'll make something happen. So again, you are being talked to. Listen. Again, call out their names. Speak as I am speaking to you. It may seem strange to speak to the ether, but I'm telling you, around you are people who've passed, people you know in your life who have passed, the people whom you may not have never known in your life, but yet you've known them before, or you've known them in different ways, or their family, friends, or whatever, and they're there for you. You know, again, because you don't see them does not mean they are not there. Do you see air? Do you see the air you breathe? But you know you're breathing it, and you know it's happening. Otherwise, you dead. So we know it's definitely there. Okay, I'm telling you they are there. Because you do not see them does not mean they are not there. Your angels are there, and they are around you. They give you strength. They give you encouragement. They give you a nourishment when you need to nourish your soul. They do. It's just that you have to tune yourself a little better and listen to them and believe and know they are there. That's where I'm coming from. So Ishtar, you don't get, Sheet, I'm sorry, you don't get cards from me. You got a better lesson, and that is Spirit telling you, give yourself life. Well, that was interesting.
That was perfect.
Yeah, you popped off the screen there a minute, Susan. I'm like, what happened? Did I say something? Did I just?
I guess the angels booted me out and booted you in.
Did. I know. Like, what the heck happened there? This message is for Debbie Groves. She says that Norma wants a reading. So let's do a reading for Norma.
Norma. Okay, Norma, let's pick a card for love, health, and prosperity. Love first. Health and prosperity. Okay. This is interesting. The love is all about the Hierophant today. The Hierophant is somebody that forces us to look at something a little differently. Like maybe you always thought of love a certain way. You grew up with the, these fantasies of, Prince, the prince on the white horse and all that. And maybe you're having to really look at, what is it you really want? Maybe you have to ask the angels and the universe, hey, send me somebody that would really fulfill my life in so many ways and make me happy and bring me all the things that I need and want. And so the Hierophant is saying, kind of relook at your views on love. See, kind of compare it to how you used to think and how you think now. And what is it you really, really want? What is it you really need? Because that is what you will attract. We're like a magnet. If we think we want this, we keep thinking about it, that's what you're going to attract. So make sure you know what you really want. And then as far as health, the thing that affects your health so much is your financial stability. You have a card about money here. So when things are going good and you get the money flowing well and you don't have to worry about your investments or where your money's going, then you're in a good place and you feel healthy and strong. As far as prosperity, you may be depending too much on other people to bring in money. And it's almost asking, like, if you're taking care of all these other people and you don't need to, I mean, kids, obviously, if you have kids, it's necessary to take care of them. But if you're taking care of people that need to be kicked to the curb to go out and get a job, then that's a wake-up call. So take care of yourself and the people that have to be taken care of. And that's what I have to say, because there's somebody here that's kind of like, wants you to take care of everything for them and really take care of you. That's what I have to say.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, with that said, it's my turn. And so, what I'm going to do again is things that hold you back, things that will propel you forward, and how you can use those two things to figure out how to move forward in a
Super.
successful manner. The first thing that holds you back is your love. Sometimes you love too much. Sometimes you care too much. Sometimes you want to give too much. And you want to be that motherly, wonderful, caring, and nurturing person who, again, who will work their butt off to do for everybody else before you do for yourself. And that can be a problem. Again, it doesn't hurt to be loved. It doesn't hurt to be caring and giving. But the question is, if you give too much of yourself, is there any left for you? And you need to make sure you leave a little bit in the store for you as well. Because again, you're burning the candle at both ends. If you look at that, she's holding the wand, but she's holding it, and it's kind of both sides. So again, burning the candle at both ends. Eventually, if you're not careful, that can burn you. So let's not make that happen. The one thing that embraces you higher is that you have a strong belief in faith. You have a strong faith, a very strong faith, and you have a very strong connection to spirit and to your God and to a higher being, and that spiritual wonder, that spiritual love, that spiritual connection is something that will help you and keep you in good stead. Because when things get rough, you turn to God, you turn to your faith, and keep that in mind. This faith is strong. Look at this. I mean, look at you. You have surrendered to faith, but your question. There's times where you have to question, I'm sure, and never be afraid to question. Questioning faith is not a bad thing, but know that your spirit, know your angels are watching, know that God is there. So again, this is two powerful women, but again, a loving, caring woman that sometimes cares too much and helps a little bit more and doesn't leave enough for themselves, and somebody who has a very strong spiritual, again, foundation. So when you need it, it is there. But the best part is, and this is moving forward, is this is control. This is controlling. So if you can control the way in which you give too much, if you can dial that back a little bit, if you can, again, give it a little, be patient, be understanding that you can't be everything to everyone, you can't be all there is to everyone, then know that that's the case, then that will help you. Again, it's all about control. You have the control, okay? So stay steadfast in your faith. Stay steadfast, and again, the faith, and stay steadfast in the fact that, yeah, you want to help people, but make your limitations known and know your limitations and say, I can only give so much. There's not much more to me to give, because we don't want that being a health issue, okay? With that said, next in line, hopefully that resonates.
Kelly, I agree with you.
Absolutely. They're all over.
They're not good people.
Exactly. I'm clicking them though. I'm trying to stay on top of them.
Okay.
Next in line, hopefully it helps you, Norma and Debbie, and we will chat soon. Next in line is Lorena.
Lorena, my dear friend Lorena, let's see what's new for you. We're going to pull on love, health, and prosperity. Oh dear, maybe I ought to pull again. Okay, so as far as love goes, don't stress about it. The right one's going to come at the right time. It's like, don't worry about it. That, maybe in this lifetime you're supposed to just help others and teach them your ways. You're very psychic. You have all these gifts to share with everybody. And I think if you don't worry too much about the love, sometimes it just comes to you. When you least expect it. If you obsess about it, then it kind of it can be far away. It can keep a distance. But as far as health, don't work so hard. Give yourself a break. It's like work. It's time to kind of like enjoy your life a little bit. Have some fun. Go see a funny movie or something. I heard that 80 for Brady is pretty cool. It's a woman's type movie and it's fun. Maybe that's what you need. And the other card is talking about prosperity. And I feel like you're going to be fine. Just trust that. So things are going to get better, but just kind of think about looking at your life a little differently. You have so many gifts to share with others, but give those gifts and that wonderful love to you. You need the love. Forget about everybody else right now. As you give yourself all this love and you feel all this love, people pick up on your aura. They come to you because they feel that love, and it'll be fine. That's it, Lorena.
Super. Lorena. Let's see what I got for Lorena. You know, Lorena, I'm also not doing cards for you. I'm doing something else. I'm going to hit. Lorena, I am being told to tell you to check get your car. If your car isn't having mechanical issues, they're going to. So if you could make sure when you get into the car, before you do walk around, check the tires, check everything around it. There's something about something mechanical about your vehicle that will be leaving a problem. A problem is coming. And so the question is it, I don't know if it's front tire. I don't know if it's tires. That's usually an easy one to fix. You can see it. If you haven't had your brakes checked in a while, check your brakes. Do a brake check. Get out and go pretty fast, and then hit the brakes on a private road where there's nobody behind you. Of course, you don't have somebody around, but do something and test the brakes. There's something mechanical happening that is starting to fail or has just failed. But if not, you don't want to be in a situation where you're sitting on the road someplace or whatever. And the brakes could be an issue because it could lead to an accident. But what I'm getting, it's like more of again, something fails and then you're sitting on the road. So again, be careful, please. If you could check your battery for the water, make sure the water is in the battery. Check your fluids to make sure that they're not leaking something. Check your tire and tire pressure. And before you go on the road, just do a walk around to make sure the tires are good. Because again, I'm getting something about a car leaving you sitting, and we don't want that to happen. So then that message was stronger than anything else, and that's the message that was meant to give you today. So please be careful with your car. Make sure that, again, if you've been having something, then this may be part of that. I don't know. But if you haven't had something in the very, very, very recently with your car, then be careful that something may happen, okay? So keep that in mind.
Cassie was asking about getting a reading. And so if you would like a private reading, we do this free readings on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and all that. And these are free. But if you want a private reading, we do charge because there's a lot of, personal stuff involved and everything. And we do our best to help you. But you can see on the bottom of the screen, if you need a private reading, you just send an email to me at sgrayson2@msn.com. If you would like a private reading with Dawn, you would send it to
advice@sonoran.com.
Perfect. Yeah, yours is long. No.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Okay, who is next?
Next is, I thought I put up there Sharon.
Okay, we already did Sharon.
Angela, sorry.
Angela Rose. Okay, Angela, we're pulling 3 cards today. I am going to tell you about your love, the love in your life, your health, and your prosperity. Because what else is there, right? No. Okay, this is interesting. You've got the card of choices. So you may be in a relationship and see somebody else that you're interested in. This is like really get to know yourself so you know what you really want. And trust your feelings. If you see somebody, but you're having feelings about somebody else, maybe this is a person from a past life that you're reconnecting with. Trust your feelings on this. There's a lot of choices to make about the type of person you want, about who you want. So carefully, take your time and don't just rush into it. But discriminate, be discreet about who you want and don't settle for less. And as far as your health, it says that's a priority. Take time with that. If you're having to invest in some vitamins or you want to go talk to a person in the health profession to help you, this is where you need to put your attention right now in taking care of yourself and making sure you're happy and healthy. And the last card about prosperity, not a problem. You're going to have money. Don't worry about it. You know, the money's there. You just have to see it and believe it and, you know, accept it, embrace it. It's there. Okay,
Absolutely.
Angela.
Angela. Angela, I'm getting back. I'm breaking my rule again. Angela, this is back to psychic stuff. Angela, I'm just getting a really heavy feeling for you right now, and I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling like you've been in like a whirlwind or a turmoil for a period of time, and this is not new. Again, it's not as though it just happened. It didn't just happen. Um, um, I don't know, and the one thing that I've got to the one thing I keep going back is like turmoil. Again, it's like there's somebody in your life who has been really kind of putting you through it, and again, you need to know that it's coming to an end. It is coming to an end, and I know that part of you was part of you was frustrated because you didn't know how to handle bringing it to an end. Part of you was frustrated with the fact that who the person is a big makes a difference. But know that it's coming to an end and don't do anything. Hear me clearly. This is the one time where I am being clearly told, don't do anything. This will work itself through. And by doing nothing, you're going to be in a better position than if you do something. Right now is not a time for you to act. So again, and that's really unusual. Usually spirit usually compels people to act. They take a step or do something. But spirit's like, oh no, they're giving me the hangman card in my head, and they're saying, do not do anything. This is something, again, let this process work itself through. It is in your best interest to do nothing. Okay? I don't know what that means. I have no idea because they're not giving me the whole story, but it's a very strong feeling they're giving me, and so I think you understand what it is they're saying. Okay? Ooh, and strong, just a strong energy too. It's crazy strong energy. Yeah, whatever it is.
Sometimes we have to kind of sit back and reevaluate how we're looking at things or who we're attracting. What maybe we have a certain pattern that we follow in love and everything, and maybe it's time to reassess that. Maybe change it up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Next is Scenario.
Scenario. How pretty. What an interesting name, Scenario. Okay, the three that I'm going to pick for you. Love. This is all talking about loving yourself first. So, love yourself enough to nurture yourself, to give you all these wonderful things. You came here on earth to enjoy and to love yourself. Maybe that's what you're learning in this lifetime, to love who you are unconditionally. And when you find somebody that you want in your life, make sure they love you unconditionally. Okay, as far as your health, again, we're saying that's a priority right now. Pay attention to how you're feeling, what you're thinking. Sometimes we say things and then we have to really say, did I really mean that? You know, think about what you're saying, because that's what you're attracting in your life. You know, the things that you say, the energy you put out. And as far as prosperity, you're struggling, and it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for a while, but hang in there because it is going to get better for you. Thank you, Scenario.
Scenario. I'm drawing one card for you today. Scenario. Get out and celebrate. Get out and get around people. Scenario. You're going to be invited to something. Do it. You need some release. You need some fun in your life. So invitations coming for a party, invitations coming for a get together, accept that invitation. You are meant to be there. I am not giving you more information than that. You need to figure that one out on your own, but you are meant to be at that party at this time. So accept an invitation. Do not turn down any social invitations at this time. I'm telling you, this is not a time to do that. There are some things coming to you and you need to experience them, and they will happen at a party, a social event. Okay? Do that. Also, Cassie, I'm being drawn to you. You are not on the list at this point. I don't think. Let me look and make sure. Man, my screen's going crazy. Everything is going crazy. I don't know what's happening. The bugs are happening all over. But yeah, they're missing. But Cassie, I see you with your significant other. She's funny, hilarious, crazy. It could not be. It may not be your energy, but I'm telling you, I think it is. She's crazy, funny, hilarious, and she adores you. So Cassie, if you had any questions, I'm telling you, I'm getting this energy, and she adores you. Are you the one with the nose ring, or is she? One of you two have the nose ring. I think it's her. She has like a little nose ring here. A strong energy toward you two. Don't know if that resonates with you. I don't know, but it's like I'm being told to tell you that. Okay. So who has the nose ring? Do you have the nose ring, or does she? It's like I can see it. It's like right. It's like one of those things. You know, the little stud things. Like anyways, it's on the nose. So. Cassie, are you? She's here. Okay, you are here. Does that resonate with you? She's like, I don't know. Who are you talking about? Okay, well,
And
anyway,
it could be a very dear friend around her, somebody, it could be a relative, that loves her.
No, she says she does. This is a significant other, right, Cassie? Because I'm getting, again, that significant other energy. And who has the kids? So one of you have, yes, okay. And one of you have kids? Because I'm seeing some kids, not kids, not little ones, okay? Your kids are more grown. Is it she has kids, or you have, one of you have kids that are older, they're not little babies. They're not babies. Is that right? Because I see such a funny group of people. It's like a funny little funny energy. It's like fun and just like fun frenetic energy. I love that energy. So know that you are blessed. Know that you are loved. Okay. She's a very close friend. She has a grown son. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, I can I can just see the energy. It's interesting. So, all right.
It's
super.
A beautiful love. Friendship is beautiful. Love.
Yeah, and sometimes those friends can be family. It's that simple.
Yeah.
And you have two older boys. Okay, yeah. Because these are not kids. That's what I was saying. They're not kids. I see actual, but they're children. They're your kids. When I say kids, I should not, but they're your offspring.
They'll always be her kids. They'll always be.
That's what I'm trying to say. When I say kids, people sometimes go, no, it's not kids. It's your children, but they're not kids. They're not kids at all. Okay, next. I'm not seeing names. They're pulling. Why I said that. Linda, on my screen, it shows names they read, and I'm not seeing. Oh, the reason why, by the way, Dream is saying that there's some people pop up on your screen. You are on one platform. Right now we have connected 8 platforms. We're on YouTube, Facebook, my YouTube, my Facebook personal, my Facebook business, my Twitch, and my Twitter. And something else because I have 5. I'm missing one. Anyway, and then Susan is on 3 more. So there are 8 different platforms we're on. When you communicate with us, or when somebody on your platform communicates with us, they're only one of 8 platforms. So there are that many different platforms, and therefore when we see them all together. So we are communicating across all platforms, but you on your platform can only see the people you're communicating with. Like right now, it shows you paired, Dream. And so when I see you paired on YouTube, again, it just shows your name, and then it says paired. So when it says paired, usually that means you came through Susan's YouTube. If it's not paired, then it's through my YouTube. So that to give you an idea. So we can only tell you, we can only see the name, and we can only see whether you're from ours or from hers or whatever. That's how that works. Okay.
Okay. Some of that I got, and some of it went right over my head, Don.
Say what? I'm sorry.
I said some of that I got, some of it went right over my head.
Exactly. The most important thing people need to know is that, again, we stream across many platforms. And so when you're not seeing people communicating on the platform you're seeing, that doesn't mean they're not communicating. It means they're on some other platform. So like right now, if I were to look, and I look at just Sonoran Mystic Tarot, I see many people on Facebook and YouTube both. I see Twitch as having just 1 person, and Twitter having 0 at this point. But if that would give you any idea, as the cards just went flying. We're getting ready to end this live stream, folks. For you who are with us, we're going to end this live stream, and as we do it every week, and we're going to come back at 9:30 we'll come back up, and we'll be paired in the same way. So we're going to bring this to a close and then come back. If you haven't gotten a reading yet, come back and ask us, and we'll be adding you to the list because the list will be longer on that reading stream than this one. So again, if you have not gotten a reading yet, it's not as though you didn't, make the list. It's just that the list has gotten too long for the time we are on. So in about 5 minutes, you'll see something pop up again. If you hit that subscribe button on YouTube and you hit that little icon bell, you will get a notice that says we're live, and you'll click again. Or just keep watching for us, and we're going back. By 9:30, we're back up. Also on Facebook, if you follow, you will get a notice. If you're on Susan's Facebook or her YouTube, you'll get the same thing. And we'll be back on Twitch as well. Twitch will pop back up on Twitch for me. Susan has a Twitch as well, so we'll be back on her Twitch as well. So again, Scenario was our last read for this round. But again, look for us. We'll be back up in about 5 minutes. And Susan's husband Bill will be running this program at that point. So with that, everybody, thank you so much for popping in. I'm sorry?
I said anything can happen when Bill and I are running it. Oh boy. So
Absolutely.
Just be patient. We're trying to help you as best we can.
Exactly. So we'll see you in a few, everybody. Again, watch for us. We'll pop back up, and when we do, please join back in. If you had a reading already, don't ask for one. We're not going to give you one. That seems fair. But 5 minutes, okay? You'll see us pop back up.
See you in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Right. Take care. See you in a minute.
Thank
See you in a few.